uh, guardian soul. When the soul comes into life, it is supposed to have the power to select within a certain range what it will do with life after it gets here. It chooses its own career and faces the problems before they occur. And if he decides, like Stradivarius, to make violins, a great artist, a great musical muse, a great musical sibyl will come with him to guide him through his years. Not only because of his need, but this is a service performed by the guardian angels, because in their coming and helping the individual to fulfill his own greatness or his own needs, they are also contributing to the glory of the world and all that is necessary for the perfection of human endeavor. Whoever the guardian angel was that watched over Michelangelo served all mankind. But the ancients believed that definitely this was a spirit, and that this spirit would only come when truth prevailed, that it would only come and give beauty when integrity was there. And there is a story of a couple of art critics wandering through the Luxembourg Gallery in Paris, and they came upon the works of an artist, and they studied them, and they looked it over, and finally one of them said, "This is an exceptionally fine painting." And the other one said, "Yes, it is his greatest work, because he was in love when he did it." And this was again the angel, because if the love was sincere and pure, the angel was there to help. So all through the integrities of things are the stories of the guardian angels. And I think it might be very wonderful if somewhere along the line someone would take this concept and write something about it into a small child's book, a book for little children, a book of fairy tales, for tales in which the fairies are the powers of the human soul, in which the child is given an idea that the love in it, the love that may make it love a doll, is also part of a great love principle that exists in nature, and that this principle, like all others, is alive. It is not simply something that comes out of nothing. It is one of the divine births of God, for it is said in the ancient Kabbalah and in other works that when God formed all things in his own likeness, he formed many things in his likeness that are invisible, because those parts of himself are invisible. But that everything in the world, whether it is visible or invisible, has conscience, has laws, has principles. Sometimes these principles are revealed only by the stratifications of a tree or the fission of a gem. Sometimes they are in the mother love of the tiger for its cubs. Whatever it is, but it is part of a universal process that overshadows the physical concerns of life. Now, at this season of the year, we are coming towards a season especially sacred to over 1 billion human beings. This season is one in which the concept of the guardian angel may be most interesting, for nearly always the Annunciation was represented as was bestowed or communicated by the angel Gabriel. Actually, the vision of what was to come, the divine message, comes to us not from the outside, but through the inner part of our own nature. And the soul is definitely the link between the invisible causes of things and their visible consequences. The soul, if studied scientifically, may be a problem in vibration. The vibrations of things tell their virtues and their vices. Therefore, if a negative emotion or attitude arises, damage is done in the magnetic fields of the human body. We are all living on vibration in one form or another. We may call it energy, we may call it vitality, but actually vibration is the source of our lives. It maintains everything that can possibly happen, and its rates change as we change. Vibration changes with every thought that comes into the mind. The study of the magnetic fields of bodies proves conclusively that the moment an individual becomes selfish, the light around him changes. And one who can see that light knows the selfishness has moved in. Now, selfishness, of course, is toxic. All negative vibrations are toxic. Everything that we shouldn't do and we insist on doing is a damage to the whole composite nature with which we were endowed. Everywhere, however, where a noble or beautiful thought is fulfilled, the vibration clears, the lights brighten, the soft glows continue, and in a strange way, every cell in the human being feels better. It is better because the magnetic field is wrapping it in light and not in darkness. So it is the right of every creature and every being to improve for the sake of its own peace of mind, its own health, its own success in life. And the vibrations of the guardian angel can reach out into our physical existence also. The guardian angels make us better to live with, kinder in our works. They give us more patience, understanding. They have visions of better things than we would normally contemplate. And all through the years of life, if we follow the footsteps of this spirit guide, so to say, we will achieve a great deal more. The guardian angel, of course, is not a deceased relative. It is not a spiritualistic phenomenon. It is not something that simply carries on from the other side, a continuance of this material life. This is another type of spiritism entirely. The guardian angel is part of the causal nature of existence. It is part of the infinite plan in which we live. And so if we can, on these occasions, understand this, it may help us to also appreciate more completely the wonderful season of Christmas in which we are now coming. A Christmas which is being blurred and damaged because we are not listening to the voices of conscience. We are not really trying to do what the guardian angel would have us do. Now, there's a grave question as to whether the guardian angel is much interested in prosperity or is much interested in extravagant gift-taking, of making. It would not be this at all. The guardian angel's rejoicing comes with thought, with love, with sincerity, with devotion, with self-sacrifice in causes greater than ourselves. The guardian angel doesn't want us to give something we have. It wants us to give something we are. It wants us to share a life with someone or with something, to reach out and touch that which is in pain or sorrow and do something about it. The guardian angel becomes the spirit of charity, and which is just one of its attributes, one of the virtues which it represents. And everything that is beautiful, everything that is good, finally in its source becomes an aspect of this mysterious being, this power of good that lives with us, works with us, suffers with us. And there are old pictures and old symbols showing the guardian angel weeping because of the failure of the person to accept the challenge of integrity. And other countries and other parts of the world have found different ways of representing these powers, but all in all, there is not too much difference in them. They are impelling the person constantly to the accomplishment of something. It is the guardian angel that impels some people to become members of the clergy. It is the guardian angel that makes some people be parents and good members of a family. It is the guardian angel also that wants to see that the little one born into the world is born into a happy and loving family. It wants to have the parents feel its presence from within themselves. The true father and mother will be the one whose impulses and urges are those of the guardian angel, that they have accepted the guidance and guardianship of a life.